Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. It actually took quite a long time to unload, but we have now done it. 2 million litres of straw in for our cows. And as we're here, we will fill up with diesel as well. Right, that's filling up. We've already paid for this diesel, so we don't need to worry about that. This one, okay, so let's go and have a look at our cows. There's all of our chickens. Here's our cows. We've got, there's a lot of them are quite young. So 33, 46, 23, 17, 3 months, 18 months, 13 months, 7 months, they're not doing anything yet. 6 months, they're not doing anything yet. The 420 cows there, I think that was a group that I bought a while ago. They've only just reached the age where they can start breeding. But we have got several animals here. So if we have a look in here, at the moment I've got 7.2 million litres of straw, 720,000 litres of total mixed ration, and then we've got the hay and the grass. I think it's this kind of weight, although what they've done is you can have hay or silage, and I think that is only 60% rather than 80%. I'm not quite sure on the other map. I'll have to find out. But I kind of want to have it with these numbers in. I think that would be quite cool if we can have a similar number. I think this one I did actually allow this pen to go all the way to maximum because I didn't realize there was a limit on it. So if you look in here, it's at a 65,535, which is the hard-coded limit on the game. There's no possible way to increase a single pen beyond that. So what I will probably do is set the limit to either 60,000 or 50,000. I'll probably go 60,000 because I'm insane. And we'll see what we can do with it. I rather like the idea of having a map where we can potentially have 60,000 cows like we've got here, but getting a lot closer to 60,000 cows because on this map we did not get to 60,000 animals. We got 1,000 cows. I mean, yes, we got 60,000 chickens, but we have been buying in the food for those consistently throughout the entire series. We have not been providing for them ourselves. And having just figured out how much it is going to take to be able to feed 60,000 chickens all on their own, I'm not entirely sure that I want to do that. Like that, it is absolutely ludicrous, the amount of grain. Like, I honestly do think we will need half of the map. You know, I mean, maybe I've slightly miscalculated that, but I need probably 6 times what we've got there. So I had 3.5, and we want 3. I had 500,000. I mean, maybe 5 times, so maybe not quite half of the map, but still, it's an awful lot. It is a huge, huge amount. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure we'd even be able to do it. Certainly, it's going to be interesting to try. Put it that way. It is definitely going to be interesting to try, and we probably will end up trying to do it, because why not? Seems like fun. Ooh, I can get that. Excellent. Right, we take all of that. And if we can, then excellent. If not, I mean, we can still feed the chickens for sort of part of the year, and I figure that that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, we're going to want some chickens. And I could limit them by giving them a smaller pen, instead of allowing the chickens to go up to a full 60,000. Because that's what we've got at the moment. So there is a pen, and it can take 60,000 chickens. Now, that's great, and it's wonderful, and it's amazing that we can have 60,000 chickens. But at the same time, it's also a bit of a challenge to have 60,000 chickens. If I was to make a pen that can have a maximum of, say, 10,000 chickens, or even 5,000 chickens, maybe we go as high as 20,000 chickens, then the chickens will naturally just breed until they've reached the maximum number, but then they will stop, and we have a better chance of actually being able to feed them. So 3.6 million litres is needed for 60,000 chickens. So if I was to take just 10,000 chickens, I would only need... How much would I need? 600,000 litres of grain to feed them. It's a little bit more doable. I mean, don't get me wrong, 600,000 litres of grain is an awful lot, but 600,000 is a lot less than 3.6 million. So it's 600,000 per... Oh, wait, I don't actually want to be coming down this road. I've turned off too early. Need to go through the woods. This tractor's a little bit wide for going into town. That's our problem. And there is a line of trees there that form an impenetrable barrier for my tractor. This is... Great, now I'm lost in the woods. Let's try going this way. This wasn't part of the master plan. Alright, we can go out here onto this field. We need to head up that way. And then head down. I turned too soon. I was going to go into the middle of town. I thought I was out the end of town, but I'm not. We kind of need to avoid the town with this tractor. This tractor is not town friendly. Incidentally, the new series does have a... the new map does have a town. And we will be able to do some stuff there. It's not that great a town. It's not like this one. There's not lots and lots of gardens there. There is some stuff. There is some areas where there's some lawns and that. So, not entirely sure we're going to be able to run a decent lawn mowing business in the next series. We'll probably just have to wait and see. Okay, there's a sign there that... This is not going quite according to plan. There we go. Right. Let me try and get over to the other field a second. We will rush around this field and gather up all of this straw. I don't think there's actually anywhere that I want to take straw or do anything with it, apart from just dump it in for the cows. And they don't really use very much. I'll just make sure that we've got the cattle feeder area place thingy-majiggy all topped up. And so long as that is all good, then, yeah, there isn't a lot else that I'm going to do. So I'm not going to worry about the other little bit that's down here when we had our accident with the combine. That was horrific and terrible. And, yeah, I'm really not happy about that. But... well, that's what it is. I should have double-checked the combine. I thought that I had checked everything, but apparently I hadn't. And, yeah, well, we paid the price. But that's all right. It's done now. We did lose a little bit of our oats from in here, but there's worse things that could have happened. And not only have we got some oats up there, I think we've probably got enough to last us for the year. We should be all right with that. Well, I was going to say we could always come back and we can grow more next year. We won't be, because as soon as the harvest is finished, we are leaving. We are going to pastures new. We're going to hop on a boat, go across the channel, and traipse across England, and then hop on another boat, go across the next channel, and we will find ourselves in sunny Ireland. Well, I say sunny Ireland. Sunny is the 3 days of summer. The rest of the year it rains. That is Ireland. And that is why we want to be focusing a lot on cows, because cows is something that grow very, very well in Ireland, mostly because grass grows very, very well in Ireland. You get lots and lots and lots of grass. I mean, yes, you can grow grain as well, and we will be growing some grain, but grass is king. It's a bit like where I live as well. I'm in the southwest of England, and down here, grass is also king. Grass is... yeah, everybody can grow grass. Right, there's lots of it. We have loads of rain every year. We have just enough sunshine to make the grass grow well, but the primary thing is the water. We have lots and lots of water that comes out of the sky on a fairly regular basis, and by regular I mean pretty much every single day. If you don't get rain for about 4 days running, everybody starts talking about how terrible the drought is. That should give you a bit of an idea as to what we consider normal when it comes to rain and things like it. But anyway, we've picked up all the straw. The cows are fed, the chickens are fed. I don't think I need to do anything in any of the factories, so all we actually need to do is drop off this straw, and then we can skippy on forth another day, and we can do some Well, I suppose we could gather up a few pallets of stuff to sell, but mostly we want to be getting on with our next harvest. Because although I have really been enjoying this map, and we've got a lot of stuff that we've done here on this map, it is getting close to that time where we do want to just move on. We want to move on to pastures new and get going on the next bit. And I'm kind of excited about going to Ireland, so I want to get our crops harvested reasonably quickly. So what have we got here? It's literally just the harvesting of the crops that we need to do. I've done the wheat up there, so I'm not going to be doing any field prep or anything extra to them. I've got 2 crops left to harvest. We've got canola right there. That one is to be harvested, well, now apparently, so that will be next month. Then the sunflowers, we've got to wait a few months to be able to do that, and then we can get those as well. I'm thinking I will mostly... We will sell a few things, but I'm not going to like mess around too much with various different things that are happening on the map. I will sort of focus on getting everything sold, and then we will be ready to move on. I have already asked you, but I will ask again. It's just the money. Do I take all the money that I've got left? How much loan have we got, by the way? Like, I'm actually thinking that this would be a good idea. Like, we could pay off most of the loan. By the time we sell things a couple more times, we'll be able to pay off all of the loan, I would have thought. But there's nothing else that I need to do there, so let me just, while that's unloading, I will check the various different doodahs and thingy-majigs through here and see if there is anything pressing that I really, really need to go and do, which I don't think there is. The cereal factory is not getting much in the way of raisins. I think this one does actually produce faster than the other one. This one does 2,400 cycles per month, producing 100 units of cereal per time. This one here does 2 units of cereal per time. There's a slight bit of imbalance on there. Wonder if I can change that around a bit. Maybe I will have that changed ready for the next one, because that doesn't seem quite right. The balance there doesn't seem exactly as we should have. But I don't see anything in particular that we need to go and do with our factories. There's nothing, no pallets like piling up in any huge great quantities. So we can leave that. The animals have got food. I have now done this bit of harvesting. The canola should be ready to harvest next month, which means I'll actually be needing this machine next month, but we'll also be needing the combine. So we are going to go and skip the night, but we're going to do it in our fancy digs over here, because we've gone and paid all this money for them, and we never actually... them, the fancy digs, but we never actually really used them. And also, this one does apparently now work as a field roller. I will use this one again, I think, before we go. We'll have another little drive around. So this might be the last time that we use our house properly. Let's just admire the house. Through here. Bit of breakfast at the breakfast bar. We've got the full bar in it. I'll tell you what. The house does seem nice, but all of this marble everywhere. I know it's supposed to be like the ultimate in luxury, having marble everywhere. Just kind of looks a bit cold and uncaring to me. I'm not really a fan of marble, and this room's a bit headache-inducing, the patterns on the walls. I like the pictures. I do like well, I've never quite said... I think this is a Jackson Pollock. I think I've mentioned that before. But yeah, I'm not quite so keen on those. Some of the pictures are good. Lovely, refreshing night's sleep. We get 102,000 euros in property income from renewable energy. That's another thing that I'm curious about with our next series. How much income do I allow us to have from renewable energies? Do I have a specific numerical limit on it? Or do I just, you know... whatever is whatever. Whatever happens will happen. Now, the cows, we're down to 457,000 in here. We have 600,000 food, 825,000 in eggs. So the first thing that we're going to do today is I'm going to go over to this one. And if you have a look, we go back to the cows and just take a quick look. Milk, I have 225,000 litres of milk. Now, I don't think I actually need to put milk in to very many. There's 20,000 in there. The bakery, yep, there's pretty much nothing gone. The bread, is like the flour, has now started to come through from the mill over here. We're starting to process a bit of that, so some of these other ones are now firing up, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're using very much. Milk is pretty much full in there as well, so I'm not going to worry about dragging the milk into these various different places that may or may not need it. How much do you use? Yeah, see, and not that one. So what I will do with the milk is we'll just load up 250,000 litres of milk from our cows, and we'll run it straight over to the sell point and we'll sell it. That's all I'm going to do with it. I could sell it here, or we could take it over to... What's the best price? Have we got a decent price of milk? Milk, right there. Okay. 58. Wait, price 708. 763 is a maximum in container sell. Right now, 708 is the maximum. 709. Sell everything farm, sell everything town, container sell. Where's container sell? Container sell. Oh, that's the actual one that is in town. That's as part of the base game map, I think. So we'll go and drive up there. 225,000 litres of milk we have right here. And we should get 709 for this per 1,000 litres. So that's 225 times 700. We're looking at maybe 175,000 euros for this. 175,000 euros for just selling our milk. I gotta be honest, that does feel pretty good. Like, that seems like it's a reasonable sum of money. Let's go and bring that one in over there. This is the sell everything one, I think. Dump all of that in, and we get 100... not quite as much as I said. 160,000 euros for our milk. That's insane. 160,000. I had 100,000 overnight just from the renewable energies. That seems pretty good as well. And then we get 6,000 euros on a, well, they call it a speeding ticket, but I think actually it's our badge of honor. So we've just spent 6,440 euros on a new badge of honor that we've gotten for driving through the town at a sensible speed. We'll put that one right there. And then we'll go to this one. And I'm going to start loading up all of the lorries that, all of the trailers that I can. See what we can load up with this one. I am planning out the new farm, that so everything is pretty much like we've got here. There'll be a sell point really close to the factories and the farm so that it will make it easy. Because although it was pretty awesome being able to just... to drive off to the sell point, so, you know, you're having a proper sale day, and I do actually like doing that. I didn't want that to carry on for any longer. It was getting tedious having to drive off and do that. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more, yeah, there's more honey pallets spawning. I don't think they've all fully spawned out yet. We've got a couple pallets of eggs up through here that we will gather up. So, just from that bit alone, we had 62,000 litres of... The eggs are insane, aren't they? Like, they really are. I think what we will do is we will get 10,000... We will limit the chicken houses to 10,000 chickens each. Because that way, we're not going to be flooded with chickens. And we've got at least a fighting chance of being able to stay on top of them. Alright, it took a minute or two, but the honey has now all spawned in. And I was wondering whether or not you think I should have honey in the next one, or, well, not necessarily whether or not you think I should have it, but whether or not I should limit myself to a certain number of beehives, or if we should just go nuts with the honey as well, because, you know, I tend to go nuts with everything else, so why not the honey? It could at least make life a little bit more interesting. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to grab the cereal that we've got available, and then we need to go and sell this load, and then once we've done that, we can go back and just get the rest of the items that are currently in the factories. Well, I'll fill this trailer up. We won't fill all of the trailers up on the next time round. There's not enough there to do that, but we will probably fill some of them. If I bring you down here, this factory here is the one that produces quite a lot of pallets. There's always quite a lot being produced on this one. And then the bakery will have nothing at the moment because the flour hasn't been able to come through enough yet in order to do anything. It'll be later on. But there we go. We've got... Wait, is that 10,000 litres of cereal? I didn't realise I had them. Oh, of course, yeah, we've got the pallet thing. So the pallets bigger. So, yeah. I was thinking we've only got, like, 2 pallets of cereal. It's not very much, but we have actually produced 10,000 litres of the stuff. And then there'll be the chocolate cereal that we've also got. That one does sort of produce a bit faster. We'll see how that's done. Let me bring you up to here, and then I can undo the straps on all of these beasties. That one off, and that one off, like that. And start selling. How much are we going to get? So we got 2.5 million at the moment. And we can slowly make our way across the bridge. Don't have any really, really slow pallets on here today. So I'm hoping everything will just smoothly slide through. Well, the cereal might be a bit slow, but that last trailer there, everything will just go on there. Oh, the lettuces, they're going to be the slow ones, aren't they? Right, we'll just bring that in like that. And I'm probably going to have to keep moving in order for the pallets to drop. There, right. 1 million. We got 1 million. Although I think a large chunk of that is probably down to the eggs, because we know that they make a fortune. Let me go and gather up the rest of the pallets. Because of the lack of flour for a little while, the donuts and the pancakes and that, and the pizzas and everything, they haven't actually produced very many. They produced a few, just not lots. So I've got a few of them on here. We did get, what's the cereal? 10,000 litres on the cereal. So the chocolate cereal, it just comes out as cereal pallets so that they end up being the same as the other ones. Which is actually interesting. I thought that was a separate product, but apparently it's not. And I got a few pancakes on that back trailer. I wasn't actually expecting more to spawn out, but there we go. And I think the mayonnaise and the ketchup spawns in 2 separate lines. So there is the possibility of getting 2 full lines of those down through here. But not today. Right, that is everything that we've need on there, which means I want to go here, turn that one off, and then I want to go to the back one and turn that one off as well, so that straps everything down. We had 1 million euros from the first lot. This doesn't have any eggs. Honey doesn't get us anything close to the amount of money that we get from eggs. However, it does still give us money. Like, there is still... the honey money is still a thing. There is that thing there. I mean, we have got a couple of... just 1 or 2 beehives. So, like, we do get a little bit of money coming in from that. Let's take off these straps. I'm hoping that it's not going to chuck around too much. Should be alright. Okay, let's get these unloaded here and then see what else we get. So I don't think we're going to be making 1 million, but we're pretty close now to actually being able to pay off the loan in full, which I think is pretty cool. I might need to alter the pizzas because they seem to unload slower than anything else by quite a considerable margin. Ketchup and mayonnaise does unload slowly, but they're not too bad compared to some of the others. Like, occasionally you get one that unloads really slowly, and then it kind of stops you from being able to sell everything all at once and then get just $1 grand total come up. 180,000. So all of that was 180,000, and then it was the eggs, obviously, that pushed us up. But if I'm having to grow our own food, we won't have that kind of imbalance, I think, with the eggs. I think that's actually going to be a better thing. So let me go and have a look here. My loan is 3,735,000. I currently have 3,750,000. So I do actually have, right now, enough money to pay off the loan in full, which is sensational. That is actually very, very cool. So I'm kind of thinking that we go to the new map having paid off our loan. We may not necessarily take a lot of money with us, but we are debt-free. So we've at least achieved something from this series. And I did want to be debt-free when I left, and so we're going to be able to do that. In fact, what I'm going to do before I start on this field right here, let me reverse up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to go through the tedious process of repaying. How do I repay? Is it? Nope. You press backspace. Right. I'm going to repay some of this loan in a minute. This isn't tedious at all. I don't know why anyone would think this would be tedious. I'm also not really sure why giants cannot put a simple slide. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.